I'm really excited to be here with you guys. How are you? I'm hoping that I have a few people who will jump on and join me. So I'm going to just kind of go in and kind of invite a few people, see if we can't get some people on here live. What you up to today? You guys been using your essential oils? I know I've been using mine. So, hi Ani, thanks for joining me. I hope that what I want to do today is kind of give some ideas on things that you might be using your essential oils for already, but you might not think of them in these different ways. So, I'm going to wait. Hi Mary and Lisa, thanks for joining me. I'm excited to be here. It seems like I've been doing lots of videos, and I've been doing some other videos in other groups and things, and so I thought, why not do this one? This is something I think is really, really fun, and I'm really excited to be able to share this with you guys. So as people are joining on, hi Kristan, thanks for joining us. Hi Stephanie. Pretty exciting. How many of you guys have some ways that you use essential oils, especially some of the common ones like, you know, Balance or Serenity, or in ways that are different, right? So these are doTERRA hacks. And so I have a mastermind group that went to a meeting, and they were like, you've got to teach your team about all these different things that people are using essential oils for, especially some of the products that we use every single day that we might not think of. And one of the things I love very most about it is the more that we can get away from things that have, you know, lots of chemicals and a lot of toxins and things like that, the better we can get away from them, the healthier and happier our bodies are going to be, and the better that we're going to function. I know that I've spent over the last 6 years you know, kind of eliminating things that I didn't know that, you know, the shampoo that I was using and the laundry soap that I was using might have been causing some irritations to my family. And not only that, but, you know, like we hear about people saying, you know, my mind is just not clear. Well, I can tell you firsthand that by getting rid of some of the things in my house that might have been causing those, you know, my receptors to be clogged and not be able to think properly, I've been able to eliminate. Hi Jen, thanks for joining us. Hi Leisha. So welcome you guys. Welcome to today's doTERRA hacks. So what I'd like to do is I want to teach you guys some of the uncommon uses for some of our doTERRA products. So these uses and tips are things that I've not only been using, but some of my friends have been using them, and I've had a lot of other people in different areas be using them for different things. And so I love that doTERRA teaches us to all work together and to be able to share our tips. Now, as you guys know, I'm not a doctor, but what I am is I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a person who wants to take my health into my own hands, and I want to be able to, you know, share what my knowledge is and share with other people what's happening. So as I tell you guys some of these ideas, I would love you guys to also post and comment some of the things that you guys have, the things that you've been using to have some really great success. Now, let's talk about Balance first. So Balance is one of those oils that, oh man, if you have it near you, I would say get it out, get it on you. And I love that I can just put it right on topical. So the uses of, the common uses for Balance are to be able to calm you down, or to ground you, or to help you to be able to kind of be peaceful at mind. But did you also know that it can calm your skin? So if you've gone to get your eyebrows waxed, or you've had a bikini wax or something like that, consider next time taking Balance with you to calm the skin down. My family, my husband loves to take the coconut oil. So you guys are familiar with doTERRA's coconut oil, and we'll pop the lid off of the top, and we'll put about a half of a bottle of Balance inside the coconut oil, and then he uses that for his aftershave lotion, and especially if he has any kind of razor burn. He's actually gotten in the habit of he'll use it first with it, he'll put it on his face, and then he'll shave, and his skin has been really happy since he's done that. So also, think about things that need to be calmed. So hi Madison, thanks for joining us. Hi Jennifer. So anytime you need something calmed down, so say you are camping in the mountains and you don't have the right things to calm the skin down, you could also consider putting Balance on a bug bite. Have any of you guys tried that? And another really good thing that I like is I repurpose a lot of our bottles. One thing I like to do is I'll take a bottle that is empty. I soak the bottle in lemon oil or just some soapy water. Then I'll peel off the label. And then I buy these really cool spray tops for about 35 to 50 cents from Aroma Tools. And then I like to make like a diaper rash spray. How many of you guys have used this on a sore bottom? So because their little bottoms get so irritated, you don't want to touch it, but Balance is the perfect thing to go in there and calm that skin down. So, and I like to make it with a spray, that way you're not applying it directly to their skin. Now, one of my personal favorite oils is Aroma Touch. Now, probably for the first 6 months, and as I'm talking about them, you know I'm going to have to put them on. But for the first 6 months that I used doTERRA, at the time I was going for a weekly massage. That's one thing that I totally spoiled myself with, was having a weekly massage. So this says it's the massage blend, and I thought, well, I don't need it because I go for massages. Well, one day I decided I was really tired. I came home from a hard day at work, and I thought, I feel like I need a massage. And I thought, I've got an oil blend that will help me feel like that. So I went to my oil bag and I put this in my bath water. That was, I'll never forget, it was in December. And hi Jennifer, hi Sherry. And I put it in my bath water along with some Epsom salts. And I do that almost weekly now. It's one of my favorite blends to take a bath in because it helps with tension. But another thing that I love to use this for is anytime you have congestion in your ear, there's really great oils in here. So basil is in here, cypress is in here. Let's see. It also has grapefruit and lavender. So if you look at the ingredients on this bottle, why wouldn't it be great to soothe your ears? So we never want to put the oils directly in our ears, but what you can do is you can put a little bit on the fingertips, and you just would go all the way around the outside of your ear like that. And if you want to, put a little bit of added benefit to it, you could put a drop on a cotton ball and just put it inside your ear. So Aroma Touch is great for that. Also, when I travel, because I've done quite a bit of traveling over the last couple of years, and this is an essential oil blend that I love to take with me because I don't know about you guys, but my feet always swell when I'm on an airplane, and my legs would start to kind of ache a little bit, especially around my ankles. So now, before I get on the airplane, I take a few drops, I put it in the palm of my hand, then I rub my hands up and down my shins and then around my feet so that it can help with that irritation, and then my flight is much, much better. Plus, I feel like because I've been grounded with it and it's gone to the the base of my support system, my flight is much, much better. So, all right, so let's see. Anybody else have any ideas for Aroma Touch or Balance that are out there watching? So another thing, because it does have peppermint in there also, and cypress, which helps get things moving, if you did not have Breathe oil with you, which we know for our respiratory blend, you could also put that on the chest, which would help to break things up and get things moving. Now let's talk about DigestZen. So DigestZen I think this is kind of a gateway oil to a lot of other people using it. So a lot of times when people say, I can't use DigestZen, my husband doesn't like it, he says they stink, but most everybody that we know has a digestive issue. And so DigestZen, and it has really great oils in it, like fennel, which can help with that tense, tight kind of gurgling in your stomach, if you will. Then there's ginger, which helps to break up mucus. So have any of you guys tried taking DigestZen, knowing what the oils are that are in there, and simply touching the top of the bottle, and then you can apply it almost like a little cross across your forehead. I like to go over my eyebrow, and then sometimes I'll go right under my cheekbone, and that helps break up any kind of congestion or any kind of tightness that's in my sinus area. It almost gives you instant relief. Some of the other things that I love to use DigestZen with is, and if you know somebody who has sensitive skin or is sensitive to the smell, you can always use and dilute the coconut oil with it to get a better result. Now, sometimes it also, because it is a stronger smelling oil, you can always consider going to your sinus reflex point on your feet. So that would be right around your toes, where your toe goes into your foot. You can go all the way around that area, and that's going to help to give support for that. And so let's see, Michelle Boyce has added on here that Digestin is great for headache relief. Absolutely. Any kind of sinus congestion. So about 6 months ago, I had a headache from hell. Sorry, but it was. And I had no oils, and I was using all the different things that I could possibly use for my headache, and nothing was touching it. So I finally did a Zytoscan, which is a biofeedback machine that tells our bodies what we need, and it came up with Digest Tabs, which I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's like a little chewable tablet that you can take. I took that, I chewed it up, and within, I would say, less than 15 minutes, my headache was completely gone. And yet, who would have ever thought that Digestin would be for headaches? So yes, use them outside of the box, and that's one thing that I love learning more about what's in each oil, because as you study the oils, the more you learn. So some of you guys this is your first oil experience. Some of you guys have been doing oils for a long time, and you know that any oil is going to have an effect. You just have to get it out. So I just saw this sitting here, and I thought I would share this with you. I moved on from Balance, but you could really use any oil. But I like to put Balance in just plain old baking soda. I just got a phone call, sorry. But I have this really cool bottle that has a shaker on top, and I'll take the baking soda and I'll add a little bit of whatever oil I want. So right now I have Balance in here, and I also have a little bit of white fir. I put it in there and I shake it up really good, and then I can spritz this, or I kind of put the powder all over my rugs, and it turns into a carpet cleaner, carpet freshener. How many of you guys have gone and, you know, every spring when you clean your house really good, you put this powder on, and it's, you know, really toxic if you look at the ingredients. So now we can turn and very simply make our own freshener. And I can take that same powder, baking soda mix, and I can put it on my mattresses at my house, you know, upstairs when I'm changing my sheets. And I can put the oils in and design the outcome that I want. So let's see. Christiane's got on there that it's because it supported the liver. That's awesome. Great information. Christiane is our upline, and she is amazing at teaching and empowering us with great tips and tools. I know if she were on here live with me, she would say, always start with the gut. Always start with the gut. You got to clean it out, and then everything else falls into place. Hi, Deb and Casey. Thanks for joining me. So also, let's talk about DDR Prime. How many of you guys have this oil? Now it comes in a gel cap, which is really easy, and I take DDR Prime twice a day. My kids used to tease me about taking me to the funny farm when I got older, and I would always say, no, it's not the funny farm. You're going to be taking me and checking me into the spa. So now I'm here to tell you I will not have a spa day that I don't make for myself now, because I take DDR Prime twice a day in a gel cap. And why I love this is because it helps to support our cellular level, and it gives us more cellular support. So, and cellular vitality. So some of the oils that are in here are frankincense, which is the go-to oil, right? There's also thyme, which thyme, the more I learn about thyme, the more I realize how important it is, especially for us women, to take this on a daily basis. It also has lemongrass. So how do you use DDR Prime? I'd love you guys to start sharing that with me. If you don't currently have it, I would highly recommend you get it, because one thing that I saw this summer is I had seen a picture that somebody had posted on Facebook, and it had their flowers that were cut flowers, and they had, you know, they're starting to droop down a little bit. And then she put 2 drops of DDR Prime in the water, and because of its cellular vitality blend, it was able to pop those flowers back up and give them more life. So what did I do? I took my plants outside in my garden and all my flower pots this year, and I added DDR Prime to the water, and it's amazing. And we're getting bees again too, which probably has a lot to do with it. But I tell you what, DDR Prime, best plant food you can possibly get, and so it will rejuvenate. And I thought, you know, what a great tip for a wedding. You know, if you're getting ready to do a wedding, I know my beautiful niece Jen is getting ready to have her wedding up in September. And it's like, if you have fresh cut flowers, consider putting a little bit of this in the water to help extend their life a little bit longer. So also a great tip. And so I want to see if I can show you guys this little box. This is another thing that my niece Jen gave me. It's a little box that she got at Hobby Lobby, and we just painted it black, but you'll see that there's all those little slots in there. What I've done is I've created a place to keep all of my extra parts of my roller bottles and stuff. But so DDR Prime, you can also put about maybe 20-25 drops of DDR Prime in the bottom of a roller bottle. Fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and then this is a really, really good thing to use if you have those blemishes or pimples that are really sore and they get really deep, and you've used, you know, the HD Clear and it's not helping, or you've used Melaleuca and it's not helping. Then next thing is to make yourself a blemish buster stick using the DDR Prime. And let's see, Lisa's also putting on there, DDR Prime is great for scars. You're right. You know, to be able to take that same blend and put it over a scar would be perfect. Okay, so another one that I want to talk about, since you brought up scarring, Lisa, I'm going to just go with it, is Immortelle, the anti-aging blend. How many of you guys have this one? Right? Show me some love. You guys give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up. If you guys have some of these things, or if you've been using some of it, let me know. So I know you guys are out there. So Immortelle, if you look at the ingredients, shoot, it has sandalwood, helichrysum. Helichrysum is like stitches in a bottle, right? It has rose. So rose isn't an oil that is available to everyone, so this is a great place to get rose. And it also has lavender. So if you had skin irritation, wouldn't this be awesome? So say you have this in your pocket and you have, you know, you scraped your knee or cut your hand or something, this would be perfect to put on there. Also, it's great for scarring. Lisa brought scarring. And so I have gals who will take, again, the coconut oil, which I love it because it's non-greasy, it won't clog your pores. When you put it on your skin, it feels like silk. And so I'll take it, I'll put about a half of a bottle of Immortelle in there, in the bottle of coconut oil, and I'll use it for my skin, because I do like to go out into the sun, and it's not always good for me, but I want to be able to have that to repair my skin, and especially work on any scars. Now that's also a recipe. Any of you guys who know mothers who are expecting and who are worried about stretch marks, or possibly maybe you've had stretch marks from different things that have gone on, the Immortelle is an amazing roller bottle blend that is for scarring. Now, it is the anti-aging blend, so if I can tell you what I do with it every morning is, instead of rolling the whole bottle around my eyes, I apply it to my fingertips first, and then I just put it on the area where I need it, and I love it. Immortelle is something that I definitely have with me, and if I were going to pick one of my top 10 oils, this is one, because it has some of those really powerful, potent oils in it. Another thing is, if you know somebody who has an autoimmune disorder or issue, you can apply it down across the back of their neck and then go down their spine. Of course, you know I have to use every oil I get out. And so Immortelle, it's much more than just anti-aging. Let's see, Leisha has put on there, her husband swears the DDR Prime is what kept him so healthy. You know, and it's one of those things that if you have a family history of, let's see, if you have a family history of concern, definitely you want to start adding this into your daily routine. It's just something that is really, really, really important. Okay, there's so many more things that we can do with that. So Correct-X. Correct-X is the next one that I want to talk about. So if you talk about the ingredients that's in Immortelle and how potent and powerful it is, guess what? You've got it in a little tiny bottle in this easy, very convenient tube. That I love it because it's non-petroleum, so it's good for us. We can actually use this without having to have any kind of weird side effects or clogging our pores or anything. And a lot of the same oils are in here. So Correct-X is something that I've used for lips, for my lips. So it seems like anytime we go into a different season around here, my lips have a shedding like a snake skin. So I'll put the Correct-X on my lips as a lip conditioner. Another thing that I know Stephanie Telez is on here, and she likes to use this under her eyes for like dark circles, or and so it's really, really great as an eye cream. What are some of the things you guys use Correct-X for? Let's give us some ideas and some information. Oh, Mary's putting on there, you can't beat the price of Correct-X, especially with the powerful oils in it. Isn't that true? Yeah, CorrectX is awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so HD Clear, we talked about DDR Prime being like the blemish buster if the HD Clear doesn't work. But one thing, I mean, a lot of people love this foaming hand wash, or it's not a foaming hand wash, it's a face cleaner. You can tell what I use it for. Because of the ingredients in it, if I don't have my On Guard foaming hand wash, I'll also take this and I like to put it, I'll wash my feet with it. If I've been, you know, in a shower or a hotel, or if I'm, you know, at an RV or something like that, I always like to have HD Clear there because of the antibacterial oils and things that are in there, antifungal oils that are in there. Why not use it to, you know, clean the bottoms of your feet, especially if you have a child or somebody who has that really itchy foot stuff that happens with them, then, you know, use this. And once this is gone, then you can use it for other purposes also. So HD Clear is pretty awesome. You know, don't you love it that we have a product that is so natural and so easy to use that we can use it for so many different reasons that we don't even think about, right? Okay, so Arbor Vitae. I don't know if Tammy Clack is on here, but this is, you can call it Arbor Vitae or Arbor Vitae. Sorry, I probably just massacred that. But this is a really different smelling oil. So let's see, Stephanie, we've got CorrectX as always, a dab under the eyes for puffiness and redness and wrinkles. Perfect, I love it. Tammy, hi Tammy, thanks for joining us. She likes CorrectX on her animals. What a great idea. You know, they are always getting themselves into little cuts and scrapes and things like that. I love that. Good, great tip. So Arbor Vitae comes from a cedar wood in, actually we get ours from Canada, and I love that they use 100% of the entire tree. It really does have a different smell, I have to be honest. When we talk about emotions and smells, there's something about this smell that takes me to my dad's garage, because he used to work on cars and he was a contractor and built homes and all these different things. And that's just what I smell when I smell it. But it's a really great oil. It is known to be, or referred to often as, the oil of life, from the tree of life. So Arbor Vitae comes from cedar trees that are usually about 100 years old. And the cool thing that they taught us when we were at convention last time was, you can't tell if the tree is 100 years old, 1,000 years old, or it's just been down for, you know, 20 years, because it self-preserves. So with that being said, how would you think we would use Arbor Vitae in a different way other than what it was intended? Hi, Heather. So let's see. Mary McGarry has put on there, Arbor Vitae for the belly button helps with digestive discomfort. Wow, that's awesome. What a great tip. So one thing, if it's the tree of life, how about if we were to take our moisturizer and add a couple of drops to that and apply it around our eyes, or put it in our skincare? After I did some research, I thought, wouldn't this be a great addition to just even pop off the top of my Immortelle and add a couple of drops of it to that, because it's right where we want to, you know, support our skin from getting older, and it's anti-aging. So wouldn't that be great? So another thing that you can do, so any of you guys who have pets who can be kind of hard to handle, especially puppies, so to take DDR Prime and add it to a bottle with a spray top, you add just about 4 or 5 drops to, I would say, you know, this, like to a 4-ounce bottle, and then you fill it up with water, and you can spray that on the surfaces in your house that you don't want the dog to go. Whether it's you want to keep them off the couch or whatever, you could just spray it on there and they don't like the smell. The same thing with Arbor Vitae. If you find them that they're chewing on something that they're not supposed to be chewing on, or you don't want them, say they've got a spot in your house that you're potty training and you don't want them pottying there, you can use Arbor Vitae, and seriously, I don't think you need very much, like maybe only 1 or 2 drops of these two, or them together or separate, it doesn't matter, and add the water, and that's going to keep the pets from, you know, being destructive there. So let's see, and I also know that Arbor Vitae works really well to repel bugs. So once again, you know, just put in a little time, like less than a drop, you guys. Don't you love that we have something so potent that you can just touch the top of it? You could add it to, you know, some coconut oil, mix it up, put it on you, put it on your hair, your legs, or wherever, and it's going to keep those pesky little bugs away. So let's talk about a couple of the On Guard. So I'm going to bring, so On Guard, this is the concentrated cleaner. One of my favorite things, well, sorry if I've said that a lot, but it's true. So what I like to do with this is I'll put it in a roller bottle, straight just like this, and I'll use this as a stain stick. So if I'm traveling or something, this is perfect to put in my purse or to keep in my car. And if I spill something on me, especially, of course, that's when I might spill mustard or something, right? And I'll take that and I'll just roll it right on the area, and then I'll let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I just take some cool water, and it usually rinses right out. So another thing that I like to do with this is, once again, I've got my baking soda, right? So just plain old baking soda, and I'll put it in a bowl, and I'll add just enough of the On Guard concentrate to make it into a paste, kind of like a soft scrub consistency. And then I use it to scrub down my toilets, my sinks, my bathtubs, and it's natural, it's safe, it's so amazing to be able to use, and it's sanitizer, and it's so awesome, and it leaves everything smelling really, really fresh and clean. No more of that Cloroxy smell. So the On Guard toothpaste, a couple of things that I saw out there for toothpaste, which this is not going to be my thing to do, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyway, is people were taking the On Guard toothpaste and mixing it with a little bit of geranium and using it for deodorant. Not me. But to each their own. But one thing that I did find that was really interesting is, because it's non-abrasive, they were using it to clean things like their glass stovetops, which I thought was brilliant, because it not only smells good, it disinfects, it deodorizes, and it's soft and gentle and leaves it nice and sparkly. So I don't know how many of you guys have tried doTERRA's mud mask. So I love it. You know, the mud mask is something that of course, about once a week, I'll put it on my skin just to kind of pull things up to the surface. And because of its clay base, it's really great for your skin and kind of brings off those old cells and lets the new cells come up to the top. And but something, when I was at market this year, we were talking to a gal who was making homemade deodorant, and she said you need to have this certain kind of detoxing paste where you literally go in and detox your armpits, so that, because there's a lot of smell that comes out of them. So I was looking at the ingredients on it, and I'm like, holy smokes, this is the same ingredients that's in our mud mask. So now, you know, I'm teaching people to take the mud mask and to apply it underneath their armpits to detox and cleanse. Another thing that I love is I have a friend who has really, really red skin. So she puts it on almost like a thin layer of like a contouring thing. I don't know what you call it. I'm not into makeup really, but she puts it on her skin to take down the redness, and then she applies her makeup right over the top, and she loves it. So let's see. Stephanie says she makes a paste of baking soda with the toothpaste and lightly massages it over her nose to get rid of blackheads. What a great tip. I love that, Stephanie. That's awesome. So she massages it in over her nose with a toothbrush. Hopefully you're not using that to brush your teeth with. I'm just being funny now. But what a great tip. And so, you know, and I love that you guys are putting all the ideas and different ways you're using the oils and the different products in your everyday use. So let's see. It seems like I've been talking really, really fast because I don't like to take very long, but I'm going to scroll through some of the questions and some of the things. You know, I know if you are looking for making your own wipes, your own, whether it's a baby wipe or a sanitizer wipe or just like a wipe to, you know, keeping your camper, Stephanie has posted in our Good Vibes page. You can go to the top of the page. You can always search in there, you know, wipes or homemade DIYs type things, and you'll pull those things up there. Because, you know, with the recipe, and she takes paper towels, and she has a really cute video of her and her girls where they're making the wipes, and they're taking the paper towels and they're putting them in accordion style, you know, in this little sealed Tupperware. And she puts On Guard, I think she uses water and the concentrated cleaner for her solution, but I've also known people who have done Serenity and Balance, and they use them for a gentle baby wipe. And you know, we've used them here in my house. We make a container by the front door that we have TerraShield in it for our dog. So as he goes outside, before he leaves, right by the door, there's a little container that has these little wipes in there that already contain, or in the container, it already has cedarwood, TerraShield, and a little bit of coconut oil, and we just wipe down his legs and wipe down his back. And then when he goes out, we take him running for about 2 or 3 miles in the sagebrush and the dirt, and when he comes back in, we wipe him down again and we check for ticks and things, because even though there's TerraShield in there, we want to make sure that we protect him. So let's see, you guys, what else do you guys know, or what else are you guys using that hacks the regular uses for doTERRA? I would love you guys to share. Hey, Kathy Thomas, it's good to see you are on here. Let's see, Lisa Mawson has HD Clear Foaming Face Wash, was great for using on feet for athletes. That is so true. So anyway, as you guys are going through this, most of you guys have your own accounts. Well, you're on this, you're in our team, so thank you for being a part of our team. Together we learn, together we grow, and by sharing our experiences and different ways that we do things, it really is a great opportunity for us to teach each other and learn from each other. If you're not currently taking advantage of the Loyalty Rewards program, I want you to make sure that you reach out to the person who helped you get your wholesale account in the first place. I can't tell you how much I love it, because not only is it easy and convenient, I love that I can just throw it in my cart. I don't have to think about it again. It automatically just shows up at my house. And, anytime you order on Loyalty Rewards, you get free shipping. Did you guys know that? Free shipping. Who loves free shipping? I love free shipping. So, and then as you get your points back for your products, you can get up to 55% off. And so anytime I can save and save more, it's something that I love to share with you guys. So if you need more information about that, make sure you ask the person who invited you to our team and have them show you and teach you exactly what you're missing out on, because I don't want anybody in our team missing out on an opportunity to save. So thank you for joining me today, and continue to write your hacks and your posts and your comments and your questions in the feed, and I promise that we'll go back and we'll go over them and we'll do our best to support you guys. All right, have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.